excited. Welcome to this week's video. It's gonna be a reading vlog. I've never done something like this, so it's really kind of cool and exciting. I'm excited. We are currently in my bathroom because I was just getting ready, finishing up, and I was so desperate to literally finish up like editing my video that I have the laptop in here. But this is gonna be the video before this video, so go watch that. But yeah, this video I'm just gonna be talking about what I'm reading, what I want to read, how I'm feeling, and just anything like bookish related. So let's jump into that right now. So it is Monday, so it is nice to be able to kind of start this video off right at the beginning of the week. We're gonna go, well, first let me talk to you real quick about what I'm reading, blah blah blah. So yesterday, Sunday night, I finished this book. It's The Escape Artist by Jonathan Friedland. It's about a man who escaped Auschwitz. True story. It's like a biography memoir. I won't go too much in depth because I might do like an end of the month, like what I read and reviews and whatnot. I think I am going to rate this 4.5 stars. It was really, really good. Very, very informative. And at the end of it, you're just kind of like, what? Like, I do recommend it. That's all I'll say. So I finished this yesterday and I'm very, very, very happy because this is one of the books that I wanted to read this year. So I'm glad I got that out of the way, finished it, and now on to the next. I'm kind of like anxious about like the books that I'm reading because I have so many library books at the moment. I was gonna say moment and minute and I said a word in between, but I have like probably like 13 books from the library like checked out at the minute, and it's not a good thing. Let me show you. Okay, so oh no, the light up there is like not cute, so let's do this. Okay, are you crooked? Sorry. All right, this is all the freaking library books I have at the moment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting the one I just finished, and I think I have one book rented, or one book audiobook, and then one book on my iPad through Libby. So I have like over 10 books that I need to read. I haven't even read these ones, so these are all kind of like on my TBR, but some of them are not renewable and I really want to read them because either they're really good and they're really good. So I think the next book that I'm going to dive into is this one, Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I might start it tonight. Yeah, I had already, I think, checked this out at the library like a few weeks ago, and then I didn't read it and my like time renewal lapsed, so I had to give it back. And then I found it again under this section where it's basically like you can rent it out but you can't renew it. So I think it's due in like a week or two and I want to read it because I've heard a lot of good things. I live right next to like a really big street and the motorcycles and loud ass cars are so annoying. But anyway, I'm gonna be reading this. This is my next book. I'll probably start it tonight, and now let me grab my iPad and show you guys what I'm reading on there. Okay, so here, like I mentioned on Libby, I am reading a book. I haven't started it either, but I only have like 10 or 7 days to finish it and then I have to return it. And this is also one of the books that I want to read this year, so I like have to read it. This Time Tomorrow by Emma Straub. Heard a lot about it, have no idea what it's about, so I think I'm gonna go into it blindly because that's kind of like my favorite way of going into books right now. And then we'll see what that's like, but those are the 2 books that I'm going to be starting in reading. Another thing, I am also currently reading this book. It's the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. It's the second book in a series of 3, and I already read the first book last month and loved it, so I want to continue reading the series. I'm buddy reading this with one of my friends, so I'm also reading this. So basically this week will be kind of all of that. Unless I like DNF a book, then maybe I'll pick up a different one. But I'll kind of update you guys periodically and we'll just see. It's going to be a bookish week. Fun. nothing to do with reading like directly, but I'm gonna try to attempt, oh my gosh, the lighting here is so bad. 1 second. I'm gonna attempt to make my own granola so that it'll be a nice little reading snack. And yeah, that's the goal for right now. I'm freezing. It's like hella cold in my apartment. I don't know why. So a little bit of a reading update. It's Tuesday, so still not anything crazy, but today I started reading Remarkably Bright Creatures, which has been on my TBR for a while, and I talked about this in my last video, but I got it from the library because it was like part of the Lucky Day section, which is like books that are like popular or just, I don't know, but it's a cool little section that I always like to check out. And I picked it up and then I took it home and I didn't read it. So after the 3 weeks of like the loan period, these specific books in the Lucky Day section, you can't renew. So I had to take it back. I took it back, whatever. And then I kept seeing it all over my bookstagram feed and I regretted it. I was like, oh, I wish I would have read it. I go to the library the next time and it's still in that section. So I grabbed it because I was like, that's a sign. And now I have it and I started it today. Didn't get very far. I'm like in the first 25 pages, but it's already super cute and like I'm interested. Like I want to keep reading it. I'll probably keep reading it tonight just to kind of get more in depth like into it and be able to talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. It's a Read with Jenna book club pick. I don't think I've ever like read her book club picks or anything, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. So hopefully I can finish this week. Not gonna say anything like, you know, say that I will or anything, but maybe. And then another book that I started that I was talking about yesterday was This Time Tomorrow by Emma Straub. Let me pull it up here on my, oh, okay. So I'm like 8% in. I don't know what page that is. Page 27. So both books that I started this one yesterday and I started Remarkably Bright Creatures today. So both on like page 20. And you know what? I'm also currently reading, oh, it's right here. This one, and guess what page I'm on? Page 28. Very, very beginning of a bunch of books, but actually usually by like page 20 I'm like, am I gonna like this? Am I not gonna like this? I'm gonna have to force myself to read it, blah blah blah. But all 3 books so far so good, so I'm just gonna kind of pick them up as I see, like whatever, as I see fit. I don't know how to say that, as I see the need. I'm listening to One Last Stop on audiobook. That's this one right here. I have it in physical form, but I'm gonna try out an audiobook. I've never ever read an audiobook, so I'm really excited. I got these new headphones, so I was like, let me test it out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's page freaking 20. So I'm currently starting reading 4 books and they're all on page 20. So yeah, I'm not usually the one to read multiple books at the same time, maybe like 2 books, but this time I just have found myself wanting to read so many books and I can't wait, so I start them. And yeah, it's not too bad. I can't complain so far. Oh, but the reason why I also wanted to make this clip was because I wanted to show you guys my granola. This is what I was making earlier and it actually turned out really, really good and it smells amazing. It smells so toasty. It has a lot of like honey, so that's kind of like the main flavor. Next time I'll probably do like a vanilla one, but for now I think this is just like honey, has chia seeds, oats, cinnamon, some nuts, coconut oil, a little bit of salt. I think that's it. There's no like added sugar in it or anything, so that'll be a nice little reading snack. Maybe I'll do a little yogurt parfait soon. That's it. Just wanted to do a quick little update. This is where I'm at. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. I'm in the parking lot for Book Off, which is a bookstore. I've been here before. I've been here a few times and I love this store because it's kind of like a thrift store. It's pre-owned books and they have a really big fiction section, and it's part of the fiction section is $1. And I've found some really, really good books here. I found One Day in December. I found actually quite a few Reese's Book Club books here in the little dollar section. I've found tons and tons of hardcovers, paperbacks. Like, I will show you guys. I love this bookstore because it's cheap and they have really great print. I can't talk. Really great picks, and even though it is kind of like a thrift store, all the books are pre-owned. They're still in very, very good condition, most of them. So I'm gonna head in there and we'll see what we get. This is so fun. I'm excited. About to do some damage. I think they changed up the layout of the store on me, so I'm not entirely sure where everything is, but we're gonna look for stuff. Found this. $2. Finished up at the bookstore, and honestly, it's different. Like, I think I mentioned, like, they changed the layout of the store, and they used to have like a huge aisle that was like all $1, all fiction books, and it was like amazing. But now it's like on the back wall and it says like 2 and under, and most of the books that I was like finding there were like $5. So I was like, what? And then they have like a regular fiction aisle, but that one is for sure like $5.50 and above. Some of them are like $9, and I'm like, no, I came here for cheap books. So I didn't get as many as I thought I was gonna get, but I did get a few. I got this one. It's a Reese's Book Club book called The Cactus, and I've definitely seen it around. It looks really cute. The cover's adorable. Then I got The Night Mark. It's like a thriller romance subplot. I'm not really sure. It just looked intriguing, so I grabbed it. The Paris Apartment. I've heard a lot about this book. Yeah, it's pretty popular. These were all, I think, like $1-ish, so that's great. And then I got The History of Wild Places because I have read this book and I still think about it. It's so good. It's like a thriller, culty, reminds me of Midsummer, if you guys have seen that movie. It's really, really good. Romance, sort of. Like, it's just really good, and I can't believe I got it. I'm really happy. I saw it there. It was $2, and it's like a hardcover, so I grabbed it. And I also got this book. It's Evie Drake Starts Over. I'm pretty sure this is like pretty new because I just rented it out from the library. I literally have it at home. It's from 2019, so not too old. But I have it at home, rented out from the library, but now I'm going to go ahead and return that because now I own it. And it's in like really, really good, perfect condition, and it was $2. So for a hardcover, perfect condition, that is great. And I want to read it because I do already have it at home. So I can kind of return the one from the library and then just hold on to this one because I do have a lot of books on my TBR. So I probably am not going to read this soon, but I will eventually. Now that I own it, I can just have it and read it whenever. But also, I wanted to buy some books because if you don't know, I have an Etsy and it is Blind Date with a Book. I love doing that. It's so fun to get to like buy books, find them from different places, and then make them all cute and send them to people. So if you're interested, I will put the link in the description and then you can go and order if you want. It makes great gifts, so self-promoting. I'm gonna head home now. And I have to be safe while I drive, so bye. So it's currently Sunday, and I haven't picked up the camera since probably like Wednesday. Honestly, I just kind of forgot that I was making this video, but then also I was just kind of a bad reading week overall. I'm still trying to get through this book. I actually made a lot more progress in it than I thought I was going to. I'm on page 280 out of like 350-ish. So I'm almost done with it. I'm going to try to finish it tonight so that I can at least finish this book this week. But so far I'm really, really, really liking it. It's so cute. It's almost like, there's this movie, I think it's called like Love Actually or something, with like Steve Carell and a bunch of other people that, it's like all these different people but somehow they're kind of intertwined. and it's a very kind of small town in Seattle, and I really like that like feel of a small town, so really enjoying it so far. And you also get the octopus like point of view. So yeah, it's really cool, interesting. I haven't really read anything like this before, so I'm really enjoying it. It's not my typical like genre, but it does have a little bit of a romance subplot, so I'm enjoying that. But hopefully I can finish by tonight and I can update you guys on how I liked it. Oh. The camera's not staying still. It's the next day. I actually finished Remarkably Bright Creatures last night, but I didn't update the like video because it was late, almost like midnight, and I didn't want to get on camera. So I did finish this last night and I gave it 4 stars. It was really, really good. It was really cute. It was satisfying. It was like a bit emotional, heartwarming, all the good feels. It was definitely not what I was expecting when I read this, but it left me like feeling happy and mushy. I would kind of, I don't know why I'm out of breath. I would kind of relate this to House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. It's not really similar, but it's just not similar plot-wise, but similar in the sense that like it makes you have a good little feeling. There's characters that you care about, that you root for. So yeah, if you liked that book, then you would definitely like this one, I think. So gave it 4 stars. It was a good read. I'm glad I read it. And now I can finally say that I at least finished one book this week, because I did start it last week. So I'm saying last week, but technically it's only 1 week in this video. But I did finish this, so yay. I'm no longer reading 5 books anymore. I'm only reading 4. 4 out of 5 stars, would recommend. Now, I think I'm gonna end the video here because it is the beginning of a new week and I don't know what video I'm gonna do this week, but let's just finish it off here. It's been long enough. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this like little reading vlog update video. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.